Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another video for today. In today's video, I want to focus on what I think are the most important points that were mentioned during Jensen's keynote yesterday on Monday during the first day of the GTC event. It's, I think, a 3-day event where a lot of speakers come. They talk about a lot of new technologies that we know, but some improvements as well. Of course, focus here again, AI, generative AI, ChatGPT, GPUs, etc., etc. By the way, I know a lot of people think this is just hype and this will go away. Probably a lot of things, a lot of projects will go away with time and is based on hype, just like with what we've seen with NFTs, metaverse stuff in the last 2 years. Of course, you're right. But the bottom line here is that, as Jensen said, we are at the iPhone moment of AI. When the iPhone came out, suddenly everything changed, right? Phones became touchscreen phones. On these phones, it basically became a computer at the size of your hand. Now, with AI, of course, things will take some time, but remember, artificial intelligence, things move extremely, extremely fast. If you look at, for example, Midjourney, right? Generative AI, by the way, go play around with some of the apps. DALL-E 2, ChatGPT, go on Bing. I'm only using Bing these days because it does have that chat feature, that GPT feature built in, so why not? I am paying for Midjourney, so I've been playing around for hours actually generating images after images. It's pretty cool. Of course, it's not perfect. It's still, when I submit my own images, suddenly it always changes me into a 12, 14-year-old boy. I don't know why, just doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't always understand or know if you write celebrities and whatnot. Suddenly it gives you people that maybe resemble a little bit, but not the understanding of what a human would give you. But still, if you look at version 1 and now version 5, the difference is huge. And of course, there are other programs, other companies that are doing the same right now. We're going to talk about one of those in this video. For example, Adobe, by the way, from time to time, I'll pop up some images here on the screen. Again, go play around with it and then make a decision if you think this is just hype or this is actually an incredible step forward. Now, iPhone moment of AI. So in this video, I want to focus on two things. One, the infrastructure, basically NVIDIA building the infrastructure here and everybody else building on top of it, including NVIDIA itself. So when we go into the future, everything will be related to AI. They say it themselves, the DGX supercomputer is becoming a modern day AI factory and every other company out there will manufacture intelligence. Of course, all of this on top of NVIDIA's products. We have DGX, the supercomputer, also have DGX Cloud, and of course, my favorite part, and I think I've been one of the first ones out there that have actually singled out this product, which is Omniverse. You can go and check those videos back from, I think, almost 2 years ago right now. So, of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. What did you think about yesterday's keynote? What were the most exciting things that were talked about? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not. Would really appreciate that. And if you want to support me even further, do check out the links down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. All right, so first up, the infrastructure. NVIDIA's DGX, the world's AI supercomputer. By the way, this is also the engine behind the language models breakthrough. Half of Fortune 100 companies have installed it, according to NVIDIA. Now, on top of that, we have now NVIDIA's DGX Cloud, basically bringing DGX AI supercomputers to everybody thanks to its cloud partners like Azure, Google, and Oracle, which will basically allow most of the people, most of the companies out there to start building on top of that infrastructure, which was not available before. Before, only a select few were able to access these types of technologies because it costs a lot of money. Right now, since they are partnering up with the likes of Azure, Google, and Oracle, well, most people will be able to do so. And now I do want to mention and add something extra here. The most popular programming language, in my opinion, will be English. It won't be Java, it won't be C++, no Python or whatnot. It will be English. It will be accessible to everyone that actually wants to learn English or know English, but the AI, right? Generative AI right now, ChatGPT, Midjourney, etc. Everybody can use it if you want to. But will everybody be able to get the results that they want? Probably not. Those that will be able to explain, write exactly in detail what they want, those people will get the best results. And so, English, the English language, maybe in the future they'll add other languages as well. I think should be the case. But right now, I think English will be the most popular programming language, because why not? You write a sentence, you want a paragraph, exactly detailed, exactly what you need, whether it's code, whether it's rendering, whatnot, an image, video, you name it. The most specific sentence, paragraph, description will get the best results. And now, moving up to the next part, and again, this was very, very interesting when I heard this sentence, and this is where you can enter the foundry type of a business. So what do I mean by that? Basically what they call the TSMC, but for custom LLMs. And this is where NVIDIA's AI Foundations comes into play. So we have three aspects here. One, Nemo, Picasso, and BioNimo. So the first one, Nemo, will be building custom languages, text-to-text generative models. Picasso, visual language model making service. You train those models with proprietary content or licensed one. For example, they gave us, some announcements there. They partner up with Getty Images, Shutterstock, and Adobe. Which Adobe, for example, I'm still waiting to get access to Adobe Firefly, but the same idea as Midjourney or DALL-E 2 is you write, you try, and give Adobe the best description possible, and then it will generate the best image that it can. Or video, with time, things will evolve. But of course, this is very, very important because a lot of talk has been going around with regards to AI, making new images. Are you going to credit the original photographer, artist, etc.? So now partnering up with the likes of Shutterstock, Getty Images, and Adobe, going from those databases, building on those databases, their proprietary technology and images, etc. Things should be much better when it comes to licensing. And then part number 3 is BioNimo. So they said that the drug discovery is a $2 trillion industry with $250 billion in investments in R&D. Now, BioNimo will help researchers create, fine-tune, and serve custom models with their proprietary data. Again, this is very important, with their proprietary data. This is not data that suddenly comes out of thin air. No, everybody that uses it will use their own data. Whether they want to share it or not later on remains to be seen. But again, these three industries, especially the bio one, is going to benefit a lot from this AI revolution. I mean, you can look at a protein, you can look at a bacteria, a virus, etc. See how they evolve, see how they interact with, medicine, antibiotics, etc. much faster than what they were doing before. And of course, first in the digital environment, which is safe, and then into the physical one, which goes into the next step of this video, which is of course Omniverse. So every big company, every big industry likes to build physical stuff. But now they would also like to build digital ones. Why is that? You can first of all test, visualize better, tweak, improve, see if things are failing, all of that in the digital world before you start building in the physical one, which means you will probably not have as many delays as before. It will cost you less because you don't have delays and don't have to break things to improve things. You can all do that in the digital space. And so you'll be building factories, but first digitally and then physically. They also said that around 300,000 creators and designers have downloaded Omniverse. Now have a look at this. Omniverse, as the name implies, links the ecosystem of one platform to the ecosystems of all the others. Basically, they said they call this the networks of networks. And again, we've talked about this a lot on this channel. You can go watch the videos. Most of them will be in the top right corner. But remember, NVIDIA used to sell, or is still selling, a lot of hardware. But they've already announced around 2 years ago that software is going to be a large part of their business. And you can see exactly why here, especially subscription as well. So again, you go from the infrastructure, from the ground up, you build on that. Always, always, the companies that build the infrastructure will be the most successful ones. So I'll end with what I said at the start. The DGX supercomputer will become the modern AI factory, and every other company will start to manufacture intelligence. And so to me, this was the most important, interesting aspects of the first day there. Very, very exciting. Again, I think the world will run on NVIDIA, so to say, whether you believe it or not. And of course, it is scary to see what AI can already do today. There should be some regulations around this, because if not, these things will just run wild. And yes, it could be scary, but it could also be very, very exciting and could very much improve the livelihood of everybody around the world. So of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.